Hey, comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision what comic books to buy. Today, guys, we're talking about Batman issue number 45. That's right, guys. This is the first story that has to do with the main title in a while. I think in issue number 44. We got what was supposedly like this origin story of Mr. Bloom, but it really didn't happen that way. We recently got an annual that had to do with Bruce Wayne, which was pretty good. So we haven't read a story in a while here that had to do with the current real Batman story. So here we get to see the cover where we get to see James Gordon and his mech Bunny Robo Batman suit kind of opposite from each other. So what is this all about? Now, we all know that this book is written by Scott Snyder and the artwork is done by Greg Capullo. Whenever you have these guys' artwork and this guy's artwork involved, Greg Capullo is just a brilliant, top-notch artwork. Always that great attention to detail, great facial expressions in there, just great action scenes when there are action scenes in this book. But nevertheless, it is a good book to actually look at here. Trying to find a cool scene here, like this particular page right here, as you get to see James Gordon saving Jerry Powers in this actual issue. So visually, book's always great. What did I think about this issue's story? And let's recap the story a little bit. Um, in this issue, you wind up seeing James Gordon wrapping up against Dr. Bloom's little henchman here. And we get to see that he's struggling to survive in the heat. His suit is about to overheat. He comes with a way to cool the actual suit down. He defeats his people. And at the same time, he wasn't going to be able to defeat these guys because his Batmech suit had to come and rescue him. He was getting stabbed here, and he's just getting repeatedly stabbed, and it's like, oh my God, that's crazy right there. You'd think that he would die with all the times that he got stabbed, but his suit comes and saves him. It now has a basic command program where it listens to his voice, so there's some voice recognition, and the people from outside looking in have created this program as well where they set a target to achieve. The suit will go and get this I guess target achieved. So Commissioner Gordon was the target, and they rescued him, and that kind of ended that whole conclusion to the end of the last issue here. The story picks up with Julie and Bruce as they're kind of reliving what happened with Endgame, of how all these things were left behind, and how Gotham is the city that is last to clean up, and how these people have this false sense of security. Are they really actually safe? Are they actually, playing pretend? Do they have to live in fear? And Bruce wants to do something to help these kids. They shouldn't have to live this way. And so I thought that was a pretty good moment between the two characters and him trying to create a better world or town for these people. What happens in this issue is then you get a discussion between Jerry Powers and James Gordon on how, based off of the incidents that just happened, that she's kind of forcing Gordon to step down from being Bunny Robo Batman. And she says, hey, let's do this. Let's do the right thing here. Resign. Help me find the next person. And so as the end of the issue comes along, we wind up finding out that as the press conference was about to happen and James Gordon was going to take a stand, go out there and say, hey, maybe I am Batman. I am the one. I am fit for this job. We wind up seeing that an assassination attempt was about to happen from Mr. Bloom, and he breaks through with this weird spaceship that kind of looks like the Manta, which I was like, what is the Manta doing in here? And then we wind up seeing Bloom coming using his weird plant-like powers and killing off all these people. and he's just like, "Where are you all going?" And it's like kind of like the puppet master weird thing and crazy stuff like that. So, and that was the story in a nutshell. What did I think about this particular issue? Um, you know what? For the fourth, I think this is the fourth comic that I read, or third comic that I read now this week. This was okay for me. It had good elements, good dialogue moments between certain characters, but there was nothing there that really sat me. That put me and said, wow, this was a really good read this week. It sets up more of the story of what's to come, but I felt like this was almost the exact same ending as the issue, I want to say issue 43, where Mr. Bloom stabbed the Penguin, and that's how it ended. Here, the only difference is Mr. Bloom stabs people, and and you just get this whole setup on Bruce and on how he wants to help the city and things like that. Now you get to see the story progress a little bit, but there wasn't really that much here that again that just really sat there and said, "Oh wow, this was great. This was action packed." And so for the first time in a little while, I was a little bit disappointed with this one, and I found myself kind of bored reading it because I want the story to progress, and it just felt like they felt like they were stalling on this one. So after reading this one, I'm gonna give this one a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Always great artwork. Sometimes Greg Capullo, I'm sorry, Scott Snyder, when he writes, I feel like sometimes he just takes the story too slow. Sometimes there's just a little bit of a slow burn for me, and I feel like that's where this story is going right now. Not much has progressed again at all. So again, 3.5 out of 5 stars. You guys tell me in the comments below what you thought of Batman issue number 45. And fans, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. Until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider signing off, and take care, fans. See you soon. Bye.